What's up, guys? What's up, Demi? Happy birthday, dude. Alright, alright. Let's play some games. See if there's any games to be had on NA today. What's up, Blood Hunger? Thank you, dude. Appreciate the kind words. Alright. Hopefully we can find a game or two on NA. Oh, reminds me, I actually need to pause the queue and start my VPN. Yeah, I would like to play more EU ladder. It's just I'm rarely playing at the times where EU ladder is actually active. Because I think EU ladder is like by far the best practice right now out of all the 3 servers. EU ladder is kind of popping off actually. Like all the EU players are playing on it, and all the Korean players are playing on it. It's good practice, but I usually get off by the time EU ladder starts waking up, which is a bit unfortunate. If there were tournaments in this time zone through the next 5 hours, would I play AoE4? Probably, yeah. Would depend on what kinds of tournaments, you know. But probably, yeah. No, I'm from Sweden, living in South Korea. Does everything he does well? I wish. I wish. And I got a pretty somewhat of an accent. For sure. 1 minute and 25 seconds in queue. Unlucky. You're out of game. Future. That's someone I haven't seen in a long time. Should be fun. I'm not sure how active he is, but he was very good back in the day. Should be a fun game. The Anker headphones? They're pretty good. They're pretty good. For the price, I think they're very good, yeah. They were like 90 bucks, I think, something like that. How's my ping to west? It's like 150, 145. Something like that. The only complaint about these headphones that I have is that the leather, whatever, started to like come off after like less than a year. But I guess that's pretty common for headphones like this. Try to snipe? Maybe next game. Maybe next game. Yeah. I get more ping to NA West than I do to EU these days with the VPN. It's kind of crazy. Kinda nuts. CC first, I guess. Actually gonna go double inject here then, I think. And this is some sort of 2-base opener. I'll try to sneak in a scout at some point, maybe. So we're gonna be quite conservative with our Reap energy here, or Queen energy rather. Pretty bad supply block right here. Could be like a BC opener maybe. So have to watch out for that. I want a tumor into my main base here in this situation in case it's BC. Does not appear to be the case. Oh, is it just a 2-1-1? Kinda looks like it. Did not see a third command center here.
받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 새로운 여왕 준비됨. 유전자 군단 병력이 새로운 여왕 준비.
This is a bad attack here. Losing the baiting, this was so bad. When I came in, like I thought my units were over here. For some reason they were all clumped up somewhere else. I don't think there's any way we lose if we don't lose the baitingness there. It's kind of bad to have it over here. I don't know why I built it here, there's no Hellions. Yeah. And then the attack, I thought I had units down here. I wanted to come in from multiple angles, but then like everything came from over here, which was really bad because if you're running around this ledge here. Not sure what happened to my banelings in the fight as well. They all kind of just disappeared. Ah, okay, that's what happened. Yeah, that was really bad. Yes, 1-1. Yeah, it's bad play by me. No, I think that was 100% a win. I just needed to not have my Bailing Nest there. Like, there's no reason to have my Bailing Nest in the front, because there's no Hellions. So it's just a bad play by me. Like, that's the only way we lose that game, I think, is if we lose our Bailing Nest. I mean, it's a 2 base all in. You can stop on 60 drones if you want to. That's fine. Which I think is, we were like at like 65 or something like that, maybe. Looks more like 60 probably, which is fine versus a 2 base all in. But you can easily defend with more workers. That was just bad play by me. Wouldn't mind a rematch. Would like to play Future again. It was also very sloppy by me to not morph new Banelings before taking the fight. That was also a really bad move.
여왕 생성.
Okay, it's a 2-base opener.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 새로운 여왕 준비됨.
Looks like a roach timing. Could be Muta as well, of course. It's the last drones we built for now. A little bit high on drones, we could be in some trouble potentially. Cancel the upgrades. So he's going Muta. Yep, where are the Mutas?
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 유전자 변형됨. 군단 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 일벌레가 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 여왕 생성 성공. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단이 진화했음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
It's very bad by me. Get caught like that.
군단 병력이 공격받고 락스가 직접 공격받고 있음.
He's very all in, so
여왕
we can stabilize. Somehow.
군단 여왕 생성하고 있음. 성공. 군단 병력이 공격하고 있음. 새로운 여왕 준비됨. 변이 완료. 여왕 생성 성공. 병력이 공격받고 있음. 여왕 생성 성공. 광물지대 말라버림. 점막 종양이 공격받고 있음. 새로운 여왕 준비됨. 군단 병력이 공격하고 있음. 일벌레.
Oh fuck. I let the links in. That's bad.
변형된 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 광맥 소진됨.
With 0 links actually. Okay.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 여왕 생성. 군단이 광맥 소진됨. 변이 완료. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
So all he really has here is just the mutants. Didn't they kill the space actually? He has no upgrades.
진화 완료. 광물지대 말라버림. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있어. 받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 진화 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 변 완료. 광맥 오라전. 광맥 소진됨. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
GG. We're surprised he had no upgrades. This mute account wasn't that crazy, right? Like, the upgrades were super late. There's no EVE upgrades. This is weird. GG. Yeah, I was playing unranked. The fuck is this? Is this Reaper? I'm not sure. Might be Reaper. 6k ranked and playing unranked. Sad. Sad. Yeah, the thing is, like, even though I can't beat the Mutas, like, I can't kill the Mutas, I can kill everything on the ground before you can kill what's on the ground, right? Once you have Ultras. Mutas are not really good enough at that point. So I just need to have, like, spellcasters so he can't kill me, you know? Like, if I have spellcaster, Spore, Queen, he can't really ever kill me with Mutas. And then just, you know, Lynx and Ultras will do good work on the ground. I think I actually had Shroud in the last fight. I should have used it on my queens for sure. I forgot to use it. Lame. What is happening? My computer. Hello, hello. Let's try queuing for like 2 minutes, and if we can't get a game, we'll jump over to Korea instead. Can we get a game? Having some lag spikes for some reason. We're on Central this time. Maybe this is some European circuit or something, I don't know. It's just so weird that they're playing unranked instead of ranked. And it would be weird for it to be a European as well, it's way too early for Europe, right? So... It's gotta be like either Reaper or Cam, right? I mean, it's separate MMRs, so he shows up as 6k, but his unranked MMR is like 5.4k or something. So... I mean, it doesn't really matter, it's just, you know... If we win less MMR. If we lose more MMR. So... Got a memer.
여왕 생성 성공. 군단이 진화했어.
Wide open. Wide open, hello? Attack the correct thing, por favor. ended up being pretty bad for us overall. Attacked on that rock for way too long. Missed micro there a lot in the fight. We don't even realize this was open, which was very bad by me. I could just ran straight in. Now we're kinda cooked. Kinda cooked. We did get all the queens, but I don't think that's enough of an advantage from this position. Because we have all these links that we can't really get any use from. Yeah, we're dead. We're dead.
새로운 여왕 준비됨.
He might even still be patch tech here. It's possible. Yeah, I think we lost too many drones there.
군단 병력이
Okay, we're going Mura now, apparently.
광물지대 말라버림.
No clue how we won this game. Wait, he doesn't even have a... what? Doesn't even have a lair yet. We're actually still fine. We could have macroed out of this. Super weird. I have no idea how we actually won this game. We should have won with the first attack, but I attacked 130 HP into the rocks with links only, so that's like... yeah. A lot of missed damage that could have been going to somewhere else. No, like when I did the first attack, the first big attack here, I accidentally A-move on the rocks. Like I think we just win the game if I don't do that misclick. This was such a weird all-in though, just like mass slowing for the reinforcements. We were still making links. It's weird. Mm-mm. Playing unranked again, I guess. Yeah. Getting robbed. It's a robbery. Let's see if we can find any games on Asia. We'll queue for like 2 minutes. If we can't find a game, we'll go back to any. It's alright. I don't mind any games. But we've been spending like 2 minutes in queue to get these games, so if I'm gonna be queuing like 2+ minutes, then I would rather play with 0 ping, you know? This guy's just gonna leave. Oh, no? First time he doesn't just leave. This guy, like, he wants me to give him tips after the game. He did this before, last time, and when I did, he was just like, no, no. Zerg is just imba, like, okay. But yeah, maybe he's a changed man. We'll see. Maybe I have been confused with somebody else, but I think this was this guy. There was some guy we played that was around SMMR. I'm pretty sure it was this guy, but could be wrong. It's like 5-1, 5-1, something like that. No scout. A little bit early on this one. I forgot to make more links here. It's a bit bad. In case he actually commits here. We have the second queen coming in, so maybe it's alright, but we're a little bit lucky there for sure.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
Oh, Just gonna finish this one. Ah, too slow. Not the best, not the worst. Not great, not terrible. I rate that defense 3.6 out of 6. Or 3.6 out of 3.6.
여왕 생성 성공. 새로운 여왕 준비됨. 군단 병력이 일벌레가 공격하고 있음.
Okay, we see the salads, so we know it's not called stalkers.
여왕 생성. 일벌레 보고 있음. 군단이 진화했음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 일벌레가 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
We're very late with this.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 진화 완료. 광맥 소진됨. 광맥 고갈됨. 말라버림. 소진됨. 광맥 고갈됨. 광맥 소진됨.
I mean, okay, like I don't know what to do. I don't know. It's just.
광맥 고갈됨.
Like he just wants to complain, it seems like. So I don't know what to do. Like I don't know what to say. PvZ is impossible. Now this was exactly the same experience as last time he asked for advice, where I gave him advice, and then he just says like, "No, that's impossible," and "No, that sucks," and Zerg is just PvC is just impossible, and it's just like I don't know. I don't know what you want me to say. It seems like he just wants an excuse to whine, but I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea who, like, I only played this guy a couple times in the ladder. Glad you're accepting the Queen Drop as your Lord and Savior. I mean, I think it's not bad to go for if you get the scout that early that is going warping in charge slots, and you have a clean early game. I think it's pretty alright. But usually it's kind of hard to get that information, right? Because they will not really show you what they're warping in super early. Even in this case, like when I saw it quite early, but I would still have liked to stop droning a bit earlier. Yeah. It's the we have a word person with Archons at home thing. That's what those queens are. Planning on attending the next RSL. I played in the qualifiers, but I did not qualify. But yeah, I'm gonna try again for the next season. And if they do any offline stuff, then yeah, for sure I'm gonna try to attend. My hands are freezing cold.
여왕 생성 성공.
I should have been denying scouting there a little bit better. Oh, I forgot an overload here. Not good.
진화했음. 새로운 여왕 준비됨. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 생존자 변형됨. 군단 변됨. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 여왕 생성 성공. 진화 완료. 생존자 광맥. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
GG. He did it versus Cell in the China event in game 1, where he goes like double Oracle into like a delayed word person with charge. Like he basically does the Archon drop build, but it hits later. I just think if you're gonna open charge, you have to open with a prism. Maybe I haven't really seen Classic do this build too much. Mostly seen Hero do it. I think if you look at the Hero versus Serral series from the China offline event, I don't remember the name of the cup, but it was the China offline event. It was in January. Hero played this versus Serral in game 1. But yeah, I just think if you're gonna open with charge after Stargate, you need to have a prism, I think. Or you need to be going like super all in, basically. But yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's also a scouting thing. In this case, like I saw the charge slots being warped in so early because I killed the 2 adepts, right? And then I was able to reactively just do this, right? Normally, when you make the decision to go for this build, you're not sure if they're doing blink or charge yet. So you kind of have to guess a little bit. What's up, Bob Mental? Sorry, the bot purged you. Maybe let me see if there's some setting on the bot I can, because it's been doing that a lot recently, where it just like purges people. Message filters maybe. Okay. Oh, I can increase it to like... Okay. Alright. I changed some settings with the bots. It should be way more kind when it comes to that stuff now. Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub, dude. Momental. Really appreciate that. I mean, I think Blink is definitely safer. Like, I think if you just want to play like a solid standard macro game, then just playing, you know, Oracle into Blink, into Storm, into either Fleet Beacon or Double Robo. It's like the most solid way to play for sure. Can you play about to release Blink? Sure. It's not easy to hold for sure. You need like a very good response. Well, you kind of start off with your normal 2-base defense, right, Cesti? Like you stop at like 38 to 40 drones, you make some units, and then when they don't move out right away, you make an extra run of drones. So you end up at like, I think the ideal drone count versus a Blink colony is like 45-ish drones. You can sometimes go up to 50 if you get like the scout really fast, but I would say normally 45 is where you're gonna end up at. And then I think you want 3 gas. Lairless, yeah, I think lairless. 3 gas. I mean, you can start the lair, but once you realize what's happening, you should cancel it probably. And then just Roach Ravager Ling. The problem is just like that you gotta defend it as efficiently as possible while squeezing in drones, and eventually starting your lair. And like, the game is gonna be like, you know, 10 minutes long usually versus Blink Stalker Olents. But you just gotta, you know, fight only on creep, be efficient enough that you don't die, and so like your economy advantage can start to kick in. Threatening counterattacks with Lings on the natural is also good to force them to warp in stuff at home and maybe, you know, like make an extra building in the wall or something, you know, right? Yeah, that's another issue with it, right? I have the same problem. Like, I know in theory how to defend Blink Collins, but I have very little practice versus it, so I'm not very confident in actually defending it well. Ooh. Bunger 2127, thanks so much for the gifted sub, dude. To Faraday. Yeah, you don't have to use that word. There's plenty of other words you can use that has the same meaning. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. I don't think it's about being sensitive. It's about being considerate to other people who might find it not so pleasant to listen to. Again, you're not doing anything illegal, but there are plenty of things that are legal that people don't like, And it's about how respectful you want to be of other people and so on. Which server am I on? I'm on Korea server right now. How's this 2 going? Last time I caught you was neck deep in Civ. AoE. Yeah, that's what I was playing, yeah. AoE. I've been back on SE2 since November. I wanna say maybe like late October. I got back to SE2. And I'm enjoying the game, for sure. For the most part. I still like AoE4, it's just... There's no tournaments for me to play in AoE4. All the tournaments are on like European time zones, meaning they start at like 1 AM for me. So not having access to like any tournament to play kind of kills my interest in the game a lot. But I think AoE4 is a good game. Are we thinking about the same game? Maybe I'm thinking about another game. Maybe I told you the wrong series. I'm trying to think of where I've seen it otherwise. Like, I played it a bunch on the ladder as well. I think I played a game yesterday versus Sound, where he did it as well. But basically just like, either Void Ray Oracle or Double Oracle into Archon Drop is what they do. Like the Forged Twilight Council timing is basically the same as with the Blink Opener, right? After Double Oracle. You can also, build the Twilight Forge like after the first Oracle and then start a delayed second Oracle. That's also okay, I think, but leaves you a little bit open to potential Ling Floods, right? Well, they can die to that for sure. But it's not something it's not something you can do reactive as a Zerg, You have to already be planning to be going for that. And then if they are going for... One second here. If you're going Blink in that scenario, it's just very bad for... the Zerg, right? So there's like, some randomness to it when it comes to these builds. But I think like if you wanna play super safe and solid, I think the player that I think plays the safest is Sound. He goes like Blinkstalker almost every game. But he'll still mix in charge slots every now and then, just to be unpredictable. Not the cleanest early game here, for sure, but we did get the probe, so... Maybe it's fine. Oh, we lost so many drones here. Holy shit. We're gonna get the Oracle, but yeah, that's pretty bad for us, for sure. Did not hotkey this one. Okay. Problematic, for sure. I missed the adept move out there. We haven't seen any extra stalkers yet, so it's fairly safe to assume he's doing charge here, I would say.
천막 중앙이 공격받고 있어. 일벌레가 공격받고 있어.
Ah! What? How did this happen? Holy shit, that's so bad. We were making a comeback in the game, but now we're just kinda cooked, I think. That was bad. Very, very bad. Sentry. Not really sure what to make of this, to be honest.
진화 완료. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있어.
Ah, holy shit. That's very bad. See if we can somehow hold on here at home.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있어. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있어. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있어. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있어. 광맥 고갈됨. 군단 병력이 공격하고 있어. 말라버림. 광맥.
see. Yeah, this was. I don't think we should have won this game. We lost 17 drones in the early game. This was very bad for us, for sure. But then the Mutas kind of caught him off guard, so. Yeah, that's my move. Dropping the deep bomb. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know if you're still here, but I believe Sound played the build you're talking about in this game. Or the build I was talking about. I'm not 100% sure if I remember correctly, but I think that might be in the game. I mean, moving out I think was fine. I think that's not what killed him. I think it's just like he didn't know about the Muras at all. But it's kind of thing like he shows up to my fourth. He sees no drones on the fourth, and he sees like I have only links for my army, right? So it should be kind of obvious what's going on there. It can only really be Muta. Or like some weird, like, you know, mass link style into fast hive or something, but versus that he doesn't really need to do anything. So the only thing he would need to think about is Muta. We are chilling. Everything looks standard here. No warp gate. Run boost.
여왕 생성 성공.
Paced a bit too far with the links here.
새로운 여왕. 굴라치가 직접 공격받고 있음 받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 수 없는 명령임.
Still do this actually. Could in theory be DTs. Yeah,
새로운
nice
영광.
Oracle.
천막 중앙이 공격받고 있음.
Decision. Bad supply block here.
공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고
Okay,
있음.
seems like he's just going straight to.
생성 성공.
Storm here. Interesting choice. It lives. They're like, holy fuck. Fight with the Snowy Templars here. Maybe it's going Colossus actually. Kinda looks like Colossus.
공격받고 있음.
So we have to be careful here. Try to get towards
군단 병력이
5 ASAP.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 진화 완료.
Creep spread is super important in this situation here.
군단 병력이
Oh, what the hell is this? This is so YOLO. He blinked forward too. Don't really care about losing links here. Show me the Colossus. Oh, there's no Colossus actually. Kinda got baited here.
유전자 받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 고갈됨. 군단 병력이 공격하고 있음. 소진. 군단 병력이 공격하고 있음. 광물지 군단 병력이 공격받고 있어. 광맥 소진됨.
I don't know. I don't know. This blink was quite late. Quite late. GG. How do I inject so quickly? I can show you. I think going Tempest was good. I think you just should have done it faster. Or at the very least had a Mothership. Mothership changes things a lot in those situations. But it was just kind of weird because, like, he made a shit ton of Stalkers. But with, like, a very late blink, so he couldn't really pressure. And then he had, like, no charge slots. Because normally there would be, like, charge slot run-bys and stuff, you know, like a War Prism out of the map, charge slot run-bys, to make it so, like, we can't really just full ship it across the map. But there was, like, no pressure on our side of the map. And usually if they're doing that, that usually means they're, like, rushing Mothership and Tempest. But he didn't have that either. I think he saw the Baneling Nest and he just kind of freaked out. Because I think when he scouted, he saw no Hive, no Baneling, and like saw the Baneling Nest. He was like, oh, he's going for like a Hydroling Banelin, and he's just gonna try to double down. But yeah, injects. So in the early game, like before, like at this point I have my inject queen set up, right? Wait, one of my hotkeys are missing. Okay. There we go. In the early game, before I have my dedicated inject queens in place, like I'll have my queens, you know, out defending oracles or whatever, right? But in the early game, I'll do box injecting like this, right? But once we're in like past the very early game and I have my dedicated inject queens in place, we'll do this so we can have energy. Then I switch to using a hotkey. So for me, I have it on caps lock, as you can see here. And then I just do caps lock, and then I have inject on B, so my thumb is on B. Whoops. Let's wait a little bit for this guy to have energy, and then I just do the camera hotkeys, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is a bit off center because it can't go further to the left, right, but should be fine anyways. So then I would just do Misty like a natural some other. Let's swap this guy out so we have another guy with energy. But yeah, so then you just do caps lock to select with my ring finger, and then these two fingers on the camera keys and thumb on B, right? What's caps lock? Do you click the inject? Yeah, I click it. Like you could just hold B, but then the thing is like if you just hold B, you run the risk of these queens starting to run around more. So I usually just do click, click, click. Yeah, so it will use the queen that's on the screen if that queen has energy, right? But let's say like let's say I try to inject this space right now. This queen doesn't have energy, and I click inject. Then this queen is gonna run there, right? Because this queen doesn't have energy yet. But as long as, you know, the queens on the screen have energy for an inject, then they're gonna do the hatchery that's closest to them. But obviously, if you click twice, like if I do twice, then, you know, this queen is gonna start running. So. Oh, was that an actual question? I thought it was just a joke because he wrote it in all caps. So it was like, you know, the guy writing in all caps doesn't know what caps lock is. Okay. Okay, sorry. I thought you were making a joke, but, you know, what's all caps? But yeah. So it's quite nice to have this inject method, I think. You can also, like, in the late game, what I will do is, like, I'll have my inject queens, right? And I'll combine them with these queens sometimes, and then I'll do base camera instead. And just do, like, spam up injects like this, basically, in the late game, with all my queens. And then, like, they're just gonna run around and inject all the hatcheries, basically. How do you avoid having the queens run to other base? So, as long as you're, like, doing your cycle on point, like, you're not like, too fast, you know? So you're out of energy. So as long as you're doing the cycle as you have energy, your queens won't run. If you want to be super, super safe about it, make sure, like, no queen starts running around. You can just do the inject cycle and then press S afterwards. So, and then press S, because then if they start to run, you know, like this guy did, they'll stop. And I can press S afterwards. That's like a habit to have that can... If you're really worried about that.
수 없는 명령임.
For example, like if I were to do the cycle again, now before I have energy, then you see like now this guy is running, right? So you gotta be careful, like you gotta have the feeling down for when to go for the inject timings, basically. If you go for it too early, then this is going to happen. Early do I use box? Yeah, exactly. Before I have my dedicated inject queens in place, then I use box inject. Yeah, no worries, no worries. Mm. Yeah, that's one thing I think they should have in AoE4 as well, is the countdown timer when you go into the game. Because AoE4 always has this like lag spike the first second of the game. It feels like, where things don't really work properly. That's the reason they added it to StarCraft 2 in the first place. It didn't used to have the countdown timer at the start of the game. But there would sometimes be lag spikes, like at the very start of the game. So they added the countdown timer. Yeah, I mean, it depends on what kind of game it is, but if it's like a competitive game, then the first second is actually quite important at the higher levels, so having that counter is pretty nice. Like, I'm probably one of the few people that weren't that into Battle Aces, personally. Like, it wasn't a bad game at all, it was like a fun game, but it felt like, you know, an arcade map or something, you know? Like, something I would play every now and then for fun, but not really something I would want to play a lot of. I think it could act as like a good gateway into other RTS games. You know, if somebody's interested in getting into RTS, they could start with Battle Aces because it teaches the fundamentals pretty well. But yeah, for me, it's not something I would like to spend much time on personally. Okay. It's probably gonna jump up there. No? Maybe not.
받을 수 없는 명령임. 여왕 생성 성공. 있음. 받아들일 수 없는 생성 성공. 진화 완료. 군단 병력이 공격하고 있음. 새로운 플레이. 받아들일 수 없는 명령임.
Oh, I never started this. I thought I had it going already. That's pretty bad.
천막 종양이 새로운 여왕 준비된. 군단 병. 새로운 여왕 준비된. 천막 종양이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 명령임. 군단이 진화했음.
Oh, I probably already had been invading this. Made 2. Next one, too.
받아들일 수 없는 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 변이 완료. 광맥
Didn't even need to use my banners.
말라버림.
Nice.
진화 완료. 군단이 진화했어. 받아들일 수 군단 군단 병력이 군락지가 공격받고 있음. 광맥 소진됨. 군단이 진화했음. 유전자 변형됨. 군단 변이 됨. 광물지대 말라버림. 진화 완료. 받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 천막 조망단. 소진됨. 진화했음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
Yeah, this was a pretty nice game by me, I think. Like, pretty clean. For the most part. No major hiccups, really. My fourth base being a little bit late was the only real hiccup, I think. A little bit slow to drone up my fourth as well. But other than that, felt pretty nice. I'm surprised he went for this push even. He saw the Hydroden, right? Yeah, he saw the Hydroden. I think going for this 2-tank push is like complete suicide versus Hydras. I think you gotta wait for like 4 tanks before you go. Obviously he didn't bring the tanks with the first push, but he still only had 2 tanks for the actual push, right? That was kind of weird. But did he have 3 tanks? Maybe he did have 3 tanks. Yeah, like after this happens, the game is just feels so free for us. We can just go 90 drones, get all the upgrades. Yeah, because the thing is, like, if he doesn't push here, then this happens, right? Where I get creep all the way up here. And now all of a sudden, if I creep up here, the game is super, super comfortable. Kind of surprised. Did I not have an overseer here? We still lost the hatchery. Got the benches for it also, it's not the end of the world, but... thought I would be able to save it. Advice for proper creep tumor. For like good creep spread, I think it's just when you're spreading your creep, make sure you're spreading it as far as possible, basically. So usually what I do is like I put my cursor like beyond the maximum range of the tumor, and then I have it on rapid fire, and I bring it back in range, right? So that way it always goes as far as possible. There's some occasions in the early game where you will spread it a little bit shorter, because you're concerned about it getting sniped by the Hellions, right? So you want to put it in locations where you can actually protect it with the queens. So in the early game, sometimes we'll put it a little bit shorter than the maximum distance, but into like the mid game, you just want to put it at the maximum range, basically. That's the biggest thing. Yeah, so like... so for me, I have it on V, right? And I have it rapid fired. So what I will do is like, I will start my cursor out here, outside of range, and you just bring it back in range. Right. Just go very far and then just bring it slightly back. And you'll get a feel for like what the max range is, and you'll be able to get it kind of accurately like over time. But just right. Just max range, max range, max range. That's the most important thing when you're spreading your creep. It's just not to like, you know, if you're doing this, you have to do way more actions to get your creep out as far, right? So just making sure you're utilizing the range of the tumor. Well, this ended up being like this because I tried to bring it over here where there was no creeps, and then I brought it back. So this was a bit bad. I mean, but like in general, you're just gonna aim for the area like the farthest possible area, right? So like here, and you just bring it back while holding in the key. What's up, cutie? S2? Hello, hello. I didn't have a drone on the close patch here. That's why my hatch is a bit late. ARPGs? I played a little bit of Diablo 3 a long time ago. I tried the AoE4 beta, or not the AoE4, the Diablo 4 beta. Wasn't really that into it. And that's, yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of my ARPG experience. I tried PoE, but I couldn't really get into it. I don't know. It didn't hook me. So, yeah. Oh, this is misrally drone. We're gonna be a little bit late on our gas now, but should still be okay.
여왕 생성 성공. 완료. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 새로운 여왕.
he had no idea this was coming. Greed. I mean, I think he wasn't really being too greedy. Just he didn't keep scouting, right? He saw my lair and he was just like, oh, okay, you're macroing, and then he kind of didn't do any follow-up scouting. We're not playing too bad today, I think. Like, we've had a couple of bad days leading up to this, so it was about time we have a day where we actually play semi-decent. We even won a game which is a 6k Protoss. That very rarely happens. You need a PhD for PoE? A little bit, yeah. Actually, the 6k guy didn't GG. There was the other guy before that said dropped the G bomb. But yeah, for me, when it comes to like these RPG games, like ARPGs, I feel like they have like infinite replayability, right? So I feel like they can become such a time sink. Whereas like I enjoy RPGs where it's like, you know, 50 to 100 hours of gameplay, something like that, and then you're kind of done with the game. I like those kinds of games every now and then for sure. It's also the main reason I never really started playing World of Warcraft. I played it for like a week, and then I realized that if I kept playing, I would spend way too much time on that game. So I kind of got out of there before I got hooked. I don't mind the subscriber model if it's, you know, if it's justifiable by them constantly adding new content and stuff. Oh, hero. Hero. Cool. He always scouts versus us. I can't remember the last time he went no scout versus us. Yeah, see? There's the scout. Hmm. Is he gonna go stalker first? Guess it's possible. Possible. Pop right now. It's a stalker. Okay, it's an adept.
여왕 생성 성공. 새로운 여왕 준비돼.
Three deadlings for a probe. Not sure how I feel about that. This is pretty good though.
받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 일벌 여왕 생성 성공. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 새로운 여왕 준비됨. 적이 일벌레 공격 중. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
Triple Oracle. Don't think we can expect to get much done here. Really.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
Takes so long to walk to have the queens. Yeah, the battery placement was interesting. What the fuck am I looking at, guys? What the fuck is this? He went too far down the meme hole. Didn't he see me? Like he saw my cancel there, didn't he? When did he drop the fleet beacon? I faked the lair here. We saw the lair. Defended the links. And he sees like, he saw I cancelled the lair. So he first saw the lair and then he saw that I cancelled the lair. I'm really surprised he dropped a fleet pick and a second target here. Honestly, it would have worked if it was just making oracles. Non-stop. I think. The thing is, you see my queen coming and he doesn't cancel it either. It's just... This is big balls, for sure. He's not afraid. This is a hero game if I've ever seen one. Funny game. Oh, that's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt. GG. Oh, Mystery Surge. Mystery Surge. I'm not a fan of CBZ on this map, to be honest. Yeah, they've all gotten way too comfortable now that Dark is gone. There's no random Nidus, like Ling Queen Niduses and hatch blocks and random bailing busts. No scouting that he has like no fourth by 6 minutes and no lair, and then he's still going macro. No, Dark was always, like, he always had a galaxy brain, for sure. He just never bothered to, like, clean up his mechanics, I think. Just, if he did that, he might have actually been the GOAT. I think. Potentially. It's a weird timing for this Overlord.
여왕 생성 성공.
Oh, I completely pulled out of gas. That's a mistake, for sure. What do we do now? Pass third queen, I guess? This is tricky. Okay, fourth queen.
굴락시가 직접 공격받고 있음. 새로운 여왕 군단이 진화했음.
Bad supply block here.
군단 병력이 공격하고 있음.
It's getting 1-1 roaches, okay. This was a very weird opener. I was very confused here.
군단 병력이 공격하고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고
Oh, what?
있음.
It's Muta. This is very bad for us, for sure. But we don't really have enough to go for a timing here.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 유전자
We do have +1 armor.
군단 별이 됨.
Did he cancel? He might have cancelled the upgrades, I'm not sure.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 새로운 영웅 진화 완료. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 여왕 생성 성공. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
Yeah, we're in trouble here.
군단 병력 왕국에 있음.
Big trouble, I think. Maybe we have like a timing, potentially.
소진되는
Like, we're gonna have pretty decent upgrades, so maybe there's something we can do.
여왕 생성 성공. 유전자 변형되는 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 여왕 생성 성공. 유전자 군단 병력이 직접 공격받고 있음.
What? Are we in trouble here? Maybe we are.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
Cancel this, I think, because it's not gonna finish.
공격받고 있음. 군락지가 직접 공격받고 있음. 왕맵 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 새로운 여왕 준비 일벌레가 공격받고 있음. 장막 조약이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 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 공격받고 있음. 받을 수 없는 명령임. 군락지가 직접 공격받고 있음.
I fucked up.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
It was a funny game. I'm happy we went for the timing that we did. Otherwise, the game would have gotten very, 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 very difficult. If we didn't go for that timing. They were about to have, like, infinite ultras. Hmm. Hmm. There's a lot of F2ing going on here. If I had to guess, I would say this is 3 points, probably. Mostly due to the amount of F2ing that's going on. Like, he played pretty well, but yeah. Mostly upgrade situation, actually. 2-2. I had also 2-2. I cancelled +3 armor, which I think was a good decision, for sure. Crazy game. Oh wait, this was... no, this was... Who was this? Not sure. Is this somebody's off race, maybe? Yeah. Somebody's off race. Hmm. I wonder who this is. Like, they definitely played well, but there was like... Normally at this level, people who play that well don't really use F2 too much. So it must be somebody's off race. Hmm. Yeah, we're having a pretty good day, I would say. I wonder if it's the no music. We haven't played any music today, I just realized. Maybe that's helping out. I beat the guy with 3 Zerl, yeah. True. Spitting facts over here. Yeah, I think it's the same guy we just played, but he's playing Protoss now. No scout, gamer.
새로운 여왕 준비됨. 여왕 생성 성공. 받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 여왕 생성. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 받아들일 수 없는 명. 일벌레가 공격받고 있음. 저기 일벌레 공격 중. 지시. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단이 있음. 광물 여왕 생성 성공. 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 공격받고 있음. 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
Yeah, he got too many immortals out. GG. I thought we had him, but once the fourth immortal was out, it was looking quite grim. If I had to guess who this is, I would guess either Cure or Maru. Probably Maru, I would say. Maybe Cure, but one of those two, I would say. Be back, guys. I need a 2-minute bathroom break. Be back. What's up, Kistnuts? It's going pretty good today. It's going pretty good. We took a game of Hero earlier. Though I think that game was a theoretical loss for sure, but we managed to win it. Rank 1 with 1-0. Because you can leave league. If you leave league, it resets, but you still don't have to play. Like you still have played 35 games in the last 2 weeks, right? And if you played 35 games in the last 2 weeks, you're still eligible to be in GM, even though he doesn't have enough games for it, right? So same thing with this guy, doesn't have 35 games either, because you can just play 35 games, leave league, and then you can still be eligible for Grandmaster. Why do people do that? I don't know. They're not happy with their stats or something. I have no idea. Because yeah, if we go into this guy's profile and press ladder, race support, and current season, you can see he's actually played 113 games this season, right? So yeah, exactly. Jojo Fox. Or maybe it's 30. I think it's like 35. It's like 30 plus the placements, right? I think it's like once you've done the placements, it's only 30. So yeah. Did it fix Protoss? Not yet. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit better, I think. Like the energy overcharge is nerfed. The Tempest have one less range, but they're one less supply, so it's hard to say. Like that might actually just been a net buff for the Tempest because they still outrange everything by quite a bit, so the -1 range doesn't really matter too much. What else changed in this patch? The Banelings being back, nice in some situations. Yeah. The new Storm is kind of... I think it's better overall, the new Storm. But it's weaker in some situations. Like when they only have like 2 High Templars. I think it's weaker. But when they have like 4+ High Templars, I think it's stronger. Thank you for the follow, Late Night Luxuries. Mhm. Okay. No Scout Gamer. Okay, he's getting Warp Gate.
새로운 여왕 준비된
Missed the unit there.
진화했으나 새로운 여왕 생성
Kind of looks like a DT build to me. Could also just be, yeah, the build is a little bit sus for sure. Okay, we see the charge. It's getting +1. supply block here is super duper bad. This is obviously a very sensitive time to be making units, for sure.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 천막 중앙이 공격받고 있음. 천막 중앙이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 진화 완료. 받아들일 수 없는 명령. 천막 중앙이 공격받고 있음. 지시를 천막 중앙이 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 공격 중. 군단이 진화했음.
Oh. Did not have enough banelings here. We died. Yeah, not enough banelings for sure. Yeah, we fucked up. We fucked up. I just need to have more banelings for this fight and we're fine. Supply block here really hurts too. Do we have +2? Shit happens. I had too many supply blocks in the early game that game. That's what made the game kind of difficult for us. Because I had roaches and he had +2. Be back, guys. They had... Let me count. They had 57 workers, right? That's what they should have had. Yeah, it's just like versus builds like this, you get really punished for early game supply blocks. And we had like 2 big supply blocks in the early game, which, yeah, made things complicated. .4.5 queue. This will be spicy. No, actually, not too bad. this a good Zerg map? I think it's like one of the middle of the pack maps, to be honest. I think it's not amazing, but it's not terrible either. It's alright. It's not too bad. What's up, Master Blaster? Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I veto motherships, Lesser Enclave, and 10k feet. I think that one is like pretty much unwinnable versus Terran.
새로운 여왕 준비됨. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 진화 완료. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 여왕 생성. 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 광맥 소진됨. 광맥 고갈됨. 화물체 말라버린다.
GG. Have I had any Samler this year? I have not. I have not. They're kind of hard to get out here. I'd have to make them myself. I enjoy cooking and baking, but not really when I'm doing it for myself. Kind of need to, yeah, cook for somebody else. What is semlor? It's a Swedish pastry. It's like what's the best way to describe it? It's like a bun, and in between the bun you put like whipped cream and almond paste kind of thing. They don't have it in Paris baguette? I don't think so. I haven't looked for them, to be honest. So cardamom? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it's usually cardamom in them, right? They're pretty good. They're pretty good. All right. Yeah, I might make some at some point, but right now I'm kind of on a diet, trying to lose some weight. So not in the near future, at least. Yeah, no, it's all very good, but I'm probably not gonna have any of that until like probably like towards the summer, something like that. Mm. Gotta watch those calories. Oh shit. Pigfest is happening right now. There's some crazy good games today, actually. I kind of want to watch all of these games. Cell vs. Mario and Solar vs. Hero. That's both crazy good games. Yeah, maybe I'll raid up Pig Guys, and maybe I'll do a second stream today, later in the evening. Depends on when the Pig tournament finishes, because I kind of want to watch these games. I don't really want to like restream Pig's stream because he's putting on this event and don't want to hurt his numbers. So I'm gonna raid up Pig Guys, and I will do a second stream today probably. Depends on how long this series go. If they are over like in a couple hours, I'll do a second stream later tonight. If they go longer, then I'm just gonna be back tomorrow, guys. Well, people who would watch his stream might watch my stream instead, right? And I think it's important to support the people who are putting on StarCraft tournaments right now, especially in the current state of StarCraft, right? Yeah, but if I can get my hands on the replays, I could do some analysis of the replays afterwards, for sure. If you guys are interested in that. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Might be back later today. Enjoy the games. It should be really fun. Mario vs. Cell is gonna be exciting for sure. Anyways, see you